silver, the rubies, you know, not diamonds, man. Like the topaz, everything he took, all the ground jewels, has to give them back, because they're ours. Right?
And it says, he shall suck the poison of asp, and the viper's tongue shall slay him.
That's right. So whatever he snares, all these traps, they go back onto him, man. Right?
He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be made, and he shall not rejoice therein. And this is kind of like, you know, the reverse of Revelation, the 10th chapter, on how when it goes down, it's sweet like honey, but then it turns bitter. You know, and it shows you the kingdom of heaven or anything nice, this guy can't really get. He has to actually vomit everything out, even in all his wickedness that he stole everything and made it nice for himself, he has to vomit it all back up. So technically, righteousness is really made for us and enjoying stuff.
Well he has the Lord's people. He knows who we are. So no matter how he feels, you know, I got sons of God working for me. I mean, that's why it's just so high. Because he knows who he has, right? He knows those are the sons and daughters of living power. You know what I mean? You see how we excel in sports and everything, singing, right? Dance with me, back and dance, man. I'm gonna dance. You see what I'm saying? So he knows he has the best entertainment, the most smartest people. So like those are, we're the men of renown, the so-called Nephilims, right? The fallen ones. That's us, right? Men of great stature.
And that goes back to pride too, because even though he has his chest up because he has the sons of the Most High looking for him, he also knows the scriptures say that the Most High gave us into slavery to him. So it's pride. Even though he knows the Most High gave us to him, he still feels prideful and has a chest puffed up that he has his working for us. And it really goes back to him being a fugitive and a vagabond. And as a fugitive, you're always on the run. Nothing actually, you don't have anything for yourself. So for him to get anything, he has to actually steal it. That's his curse.
It says verse 19, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not.
Yeah, man. Can you imagine someone coming to you and saying and gonna take your house and reprehend it, and they had no hand in building it? You had built it from the bottom up, just because, you know, it's on their land.
Did he form Israel? This is a house, man, a spiritual house, right? It says curses the man who steals the man. So he stole a whole nation of people that have nothing, like he doesn't know like right now he's trying to clone people, do all this madness, you know what I'm saying? But he can't make no one like us, man.
You have to get that God gene, and he doesn't have it.
Don't have it. Can't get it.
So just with Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and 22, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
That's right, because earlier he had said that even though, you know, they got all these riches and all this wisdom on the left-hand side, you look at their kingdom and this is what they have to show for it. So that proves that knowledge on the left-hand side, wickedness, we're going to say the knowledge on the left-hand side isn't righteousness.
It says the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
The knowledge of wickedness isn't wisdom. So you can see that by looking at this society.
Well, it says wisdom. Wisdom means wise domain. Is this a wise domain? You're going to like piss some guys pissing on the street, you know?
It's wise to do wickedness. They're very good at it. The man that sits down and think of wicked mischiefs on his bed, namely Esau, and now he's got a collection of conspirators with him, pursuant to Psalms 83. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Well, you see, you hear about drive-by shootings, the crack era. You think Jake had to think, I'm gonna get some cocaine and add some of this to it and mix it there and become a ball? Obviously not. Esau taught him that shit. Drive-by shooting. Look at Babyface Nelson's and like those people from the 30s. Watch all the movies, man. You see some guys on the getaway cars, you know, with machine guns.
Jake wasn't doing that.
Jake wasn't doing that.
It was rare that it was only probably one.
Jake had a razor.
It was only probably just one Jake.
Jake had a razor.
Right?
Cut you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now you got Jake is leading in drive-by shooting. Esau is like he's drop bombs on your ass, man. You say you got drive-by shooting? That's why Jake's stupid about. Oh, I got this. I got Esau. You didn't learn from Tulsa? You didn't remember that? Tell me you want to go get the white man and his power? Man, set his house on us. According to my calculation, go to the left. Whoa! And it's done. All they're going to say is just blow up you and your guns. And your mama.
Which shows you how important the fear of the Most High is. Because, Jake is like that because they don't actually fear the Most High. They think whatever they have and whatever they work for, they can use it to come up against the system and do something about it. But you don't fear the Most High, so you don't know the Most High is the one who set Esau up. And you come up against Esau, you're going against the Most High because that's out of place, especially right now. What you need to be doing is getting out here and learning the scriptures.
It says there is a wickedness and the same an abomination, and there is a fool wanting in wisdom. He that has small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that hath much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High.
That's Islam, man, because the Moses says he's wiser than Daniel. So yeah, we're calling him a fool, right?
In wickedness, he's wiser. That's the
But
whole
in wickedness, right? And he knows what's right, because to know what's wicked must know what's right, right? He knows it's wrong to block our videos when we're telling the truth. He knows, but it's in his power to do so, right? So he blocks them, right? He knows it's wrong that when you're going for a mortgage or whatever, and you're qualified, it's wrong to say, oh, what's his name? Don't give it to him. I mean, give it to so-and-so, a European man. He knows it's wrong, but he's wicked, and he can't do what's right.
That's right. This is Romans chapter 9 to 21. Hath not the potter power over the clay?
Nope.
Of the same lump to make one vessel?
That's the Most High. He can do what he wants, right? And the clay has no power over the potter, right? I'd like to see me build something and talk shit to me. Let's crush it up, right? And make something else.
Right. I was going to say that could be a heart attack. In the form of a heart attack, it'll take a speeding bus, run you over, just as you're about to fill your belly, and so on and so on. Go ahead, brother.
Make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
That's right. And Esau and Jake, two of Israel, but Esau, they have all that pride, not knowing the Most High's long suffering. And even with Jake too, two-thirds of Israel, they don't understand that all that shit that you're doing, all the buffoonery and the wickedness you're doing, and you're thinking because you're not being, there's a scripture on that where you think you're not being judged right now that you're okay.
Yeah, I read it earlier.
Yeah,
the wicked.
No. I don't want that.
Is that one? Oh, I'll tell you, there's an actual one for it.
Like,
because swift judgment is not given to the wicked. Paraphrasing, you think you got away with something.
That's right. And that's Jake. They think because they're not getting judged, even though they're getting judged, but they can't see it. Because they are getting judged, but they can't see it. It's going to get worse.
They don't have the understanding. Yeah. They don't have the understanding because they're still going through their emotions and they haven't really, they don't have clarity. They're a bull in a net. Right? Them crazy ass Jakes in Manhattan doing that crazy shit that you see. I don't know if you've seen with the fucking car hitting these young kids on bikes and shit. And they start picking up the bikes and just throwing it on the car and smashing the window and shit. But that's no different because there was the one what happened with the Jake. I was on the highway and the person hit the guy. But I wasn't there, so situation I don't really know. Esau likes to, not give the other side stories. He's a one-sided guy, right? Whoever comes forth, that's not the victim. Well, that person, they didn't want to probably instigate it or whatever, so he makes up bullshit.
Quick read up. Ecclesiastic 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, come on. So they keep going. They keep going and doing wickedness. Because they're not being judged right away. And that's wicked. That's a lack of fear of the Most High. And completely disrespectful.
Verse 12.
And that's why they forward the affliction. The scriptures talk about that. They decide to forward the affliction after even post-slavery. That's why they didn't put in all these laws to keep you oppressed, to keep you down.
Verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him.
Right. And that's why the scriptures say, envy not thy oppressor, and seek none of his ways. Just because Esau's, and that's Jake, man, just because Esau's prospering, Jake sees that, and they're going to do whatever they can do to prosper with Esau. Because they think this is the last end. This is the kingdom, and this is where this is the only time we have to make something of ourselves.
Verse
the Most High has judgment laid down for those people.
Verse 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked.
That's right.
Neither shall he prolong his days,
That's right.
which are as shadows, because he feareth not before Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai.
So Esau's rulership is like a shadow, man. It passes by. You know, and just like me, I think about that scripture you brought up, it should be a dream.
Oh, yeah, that was a joke.
Right. That was from Job 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, alright, so I'm going to go back to Job 20. Job 20 and 15. And it says here, Job 20 and 15, he has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
So he's laboring for immortality, man. That's why they distress humanism. So all the things that's in his mind, that he's gonna rule over us, he's gonna kill off everybody, and just have like a certain amount of people that's left over and live like gods. You know what I mean? Then I guess he read the Bible, but parts he left out, right? He think, oh, the Old Testament is done away with. There's enough stuff in the Old Testament, so-called Old Testament, that he skipped over. Read Isaiah 14, Esau. Is this the man? Is that him? Is that ruler that's calling the earth to tremble? That's what we say about him. He missed a part. Did you read Obadiah 18? That he's gonna be all burnt up, right? And none shall be left. You know what I mean? So you're missing a lot of scriptures, man.
Yeah, you're not going to enjoy it. That's what it says. Right? Exactly what the brother says, right? The Spirit is saying, right? He's not going to enjoy it. Yeah, you missed it. You missed all of it, man. You missed the important part. And the scriptures declare you're not going to enjoy it. And that's what you miss, what you're not going to enjoy. But it's your destruction.
Well, he even removed the Apocrypha out the Bible, right? And then you had a group called the Masoretes, which was like another form of the Bible destruction group, right? Where they changed up the scriptures. So this guy knows what he's doing.
Hey, yeah, and the whole change, as we know, it's really to try to stop the elect. Go ahead.
All of that was all part of the Roman Catholic Church, right? When they got up in there, started with the Borgias, they had a hand with all of that on down, because those guys searched out the scriptures, right?
Well, I was teaching them, because we were first with the papacy. Like started with when the Rome fell, we started a church business.
Yeah.
On the Constantine, who was an Israelite, right? And when they took us down, they came in and learned what we learned and add their thing to it, their spin onto it. Start changing the icons.
Well, we had them as slaves,
Gone.
right? Had them as slaves and stuff.
Well, slaves mean workers.
Yeah.
Right? They're working, but you know, you have to have some. Remember, they're sublime and they're sneaky. Say what so-called good Edomite, because in the world, there's some Edomites that you think are cool, man, cool than Jakes. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you think, oh, this guy's all right, man. You know what I mean? I'm my sister, you know.
He is our brother, man.
Yeah.
It's no different from with the story with fucking Thor and Loki, right?
Right. And Jake has a heart of like righteousness. He want to do right, right? Even this day they know that they're the wicked, they still want to help them. So back then, same thing. You see one that's okay, but he in his heart. Remember, he said he swore to his father Jacob that he's gonna kill his brother Jacob. Yeah. He swore to Isaac that after I bury my father, I'm gonna kill my brother Jacob, man.
Yeah, that prophecy, he's going to try to fulfill it. That's the whole point about
Why shaking head? You believe this?
destruction.
You're shaking head.
Thank you, my friend. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Where are you from?
Colombia.
Okay, okay. So you're an Israelite, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thank
You're an Asherite. That's who
Yes,
you are.
Asher.
That's what God gave you. You're not a Colombian,
Colombia,
man.
Uruguay. Argentina.
Come. Argentina?
Yes.
Yeah? But you're an Israelite.
See what they're doing to your country? See what they're doing to your country? Eh? See what they're doing to Argentina now? You can kill more babies, kill more of your people. That's all. That's what that's all about. Because you're raising up, you know, you're raising up here inside your head, your heart, your mind. It's all no. We have to kill. We have to kill them. Abortion, more abortion. Legalize abortion
They
down
want to
there.
get rid of Israel because we're the sons of the Most High. We're actually the true sons of who the world calls God. We're actually those people who are actually the true sons. So they want to get rid of us.
Like that man in the picture there, as Jesucristo,
Sí, sí.
no blanco, negro. Okay? That's a lie.
En Colombia,
Mentiras.
the music, the song,
Yes?
and the song similar to this one.
Yes? 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 So
Hey.
that work. Well,
Hey, listen, this man, he fucked his own sister.
yep. Pedophile.
He's a pedophile.
Killed his
He's a
brother.
real person, but he's a fake.
Like
So we have to
Leonardo
tell
da
people the truth. So that's what's going on
They had a
also in your country. Because the people are finding out because we're going to kill all the children. Bring a decree by making abortion legal. Yeah, but this is a real person.
Yeah, and
That's the devil.
that's part of the plan.
Okay, my friend. Very nice, okay? God bless you. God bless you.
All right.
Remember,
Shalom.
you're an Israelite, man. Israelite. Okay?
Thank you.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Exodus chapter 1 and 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied, and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them.
Yes, so basically, brother, the real scripture because like he left. So what the brother was saying about